Hello, welcome back to my channel, Jen Joy Plans. Today I'm using this Life in Plastic kit from Sugar Pop Fizz and pairing it with this blue holo foil, the Self-Love Underlays, or the Girly Underlays, and the Self-Love Quotes in blue holo, both from Plan With Me stickers. And if you didn't already know, I do PR for Plan With Me stickers. You can use my code Jen15 to save 15% off. And you can also put my name in the notes to get my cute freebie, which are some quote overlays. I think they are pretty adorable and useful, but yeah, I love Plan With Me stickers. She has a ton of different foil choices and different foil options like underlays, and her quote box overlays are insane. They're everything I've ever wanted, and I've like bumped up my foil game so much. And for this kit, if you've been around my channel for a little bit, I got this kit a while ago and I thought it'd be kind of a fun spring or summer kit, and it has made it in my lineup a couple different times, and it keeps getting pushed back and back and back because for some reason I just can't hurdle this kit. Like I like it in so many ways, and I love the poppy colors, but I was struggling with it kind of having a lot of white space, and you know I'm not a pink girl. I like the magenta, but I was feeling like it was just too pink. It was just too much pink, and I needed to find a way to make it more me, so then I would use it because I kept pushing it back so much. So when I was shopping on Plan With Me stickers, I was looking around and I was like, you know, it'd be really fun is if I amp this up with some fun foil. And I was looking, and of course I could have gone pink. And then I was like, I could go sparkly holo and do that. But then I saw this blue holo, and the more I looked at it, I was like, that's it. This is my ticket to perfection because it will bring out the blue, and I love blue, and I love this blue in the kit. So then I was like, if I buy some cute foil overlays and some underlays and just amp up the blue, just turn it up to an 11 and focus on that, then it would help balance out the pink. And sure enough, it did the trick. It was the perfect combo. I was really, really hoping, and I feel like the holo gave it some forgiveness. So then, you know, if it wasn't exactly the right shade of blue, because I get really intimidated with foil matching, and I know a lot of foil shops, and Plan With Me stickers included, has like foil samplers you can buy, but I don't have those, and I was just kind of going off of instinct. So she has like a blue holo, a pink holo, and a purple holo, and I just am now a firm believer in those shades of holo because they just really add that extra sparkle and shine and pop of color to a kit. And honestly, I went through all of the underlays because I'm not normally a underlay type of person. I love other people using them, but I am just intimidated by them. That's honestly what it comes down to. But the girly pattern is my favorite. I will definitely be picking it up again for another kit. They're just so cute, and I thought that it would go with kind of this like retro-ish style of kit. And yeah, so I'm super duper happy. Like now looking back at the spread, I'm like, it looks so good. It was the right move, and now I actually really like this kit and this spread. And yeah, I just had doubted it, so it was the right push. The fun foil was the right push that I needed to help me really like this spread, because I think otherwise if I were just to use like what I had of more just sparkly holo, I think is what I was going to go with, it would just be like an okay spread, and I probably wouldn't like it, and it would probably end up on my yearly recap as like my least favorite spread. But now it is not. Now I love it. And now I'm obsessed with Underlays. So you can see the pattern, like look how cute it is. So cute. Also, Plan With Me stickers foiling is really well done, like super duper well done. I didn't see any black spots. Her cut lines were smooth and great. It like no foil ripped, and I honestly have such a big problem with that. So awesome. So anyways, I thought it'd be fun, since this is like a Barbie retro type of kit, to do like a 90s this or that. And yeah, I just thought it'd be fun. And you can leave your answers down below as well, because I always love hearing your answers to these questions as well. So let's just jump right into it. The first question is Bagel Bites or Lunchables, and for sure Lunchables. Those were literally the bomb. And I remember my mom would just get the standard ones, but my husband said like he loved the pizza ones, and that's the one that I see the most at like school lunch for my class, and those ones always crack me up. But yeah, those are so nostalgic, and I love that kids still love them. Okay, the next question is CDs or VHS. And honestly, CDs will forever be iconic. Like, I still have a couple CDs for my car, because you just never know when you need to turn on an old CD, and it can just be a game changer. Like, your mood can instantly be bumped, and like it could turn a bad day good. Or you never know if your like phone's gonna randomly not work and you need music. So I'm a big fan of CDs. Those, like, making CDs for friends. I never made them for other people, but I loved when people would make them for me. I remember, like, my brother used to make them for me when I was really little. And you'd play them on the, like, your Walkman. Okay, that totally aged me, but love those. But yeah, I loved it in high school, too, when people would make each other CDs. Okay, the next question is slap bracelet or scrunchie. And maybe slap bracelet. I did not, and I still don't really wear my hair in ponytails. I don't know why. It started young, and so I don't like use scrunchies a ton. But you know what this question makes me think of? Does anybody remember, or did you have one of those scrunchy shirts where you would look at them and they look like they'd fit like a baby doll, and then they'd like stretch out to fit you? Please, I hope somebody remembers those, because yeah, I totally remember having one of those shirts, and then I put it on one of my Build-A-Bears, and my mom kept all my like childhood toys, and so I was going through some old bins the other week, and I tripped across the Build-A-Bear with the scrunchy shirt, and I lost it. It was just too funny, too good of memories. Okay, the next question is Furby or Barbie, which very fitting for this kit. For sure Barbie. I loved Barbies. Barbies were my favorite toys. I had like a Barbie dream house. It was like that my grandpa had made me, and it was so fun, and I just loved it. I think because I was like the only girl in the family, and my brothers are quite a bit older than me, so I just loved playing Barbies by myself or with friends, or like if some of our like their friends would come over, and if they were girls, they would come up and play with me, and it was like the coolest thing ever. But Barbies were my jam. Hence why I was initially attracted to this kit, because Barbies are just like my number one childhood toy. So for sure Barbies. Okay, the next question is MASH or Heads Up 7-Up, and 1000% MASH. That game was iconic. I played that game way too much, and now seeing videos like on Instagram of people making fun of that, like the things that we would write on the MASH boards were just unreal. They were so funny. It was like, oh my goodness, you are gonna live in a shed with a scooter as your car, and you're gonna have 9 children, and Justin Bieber's gonna be your husband. It's just like all these hilarious combinations, and for a split second you would believe that was your future. So yeah, MASH for sure. Next question is Disney or Nickelodeon. For sure Disney. I was a Disney kid through and through. My mom was like, all right, my parents were a little bit stricter on TV, so there was some shows that I wasn't allowed to watch, but for some reason Disney, I could watch anything. And so I grew up with it, and I probably watched it a lot longer than I should have, but Disney was life. And then it was the best when I got to like watch what my older brothers were watching, so I was exposed to things early on. But yeah, I love all the classic Disney shows. It's not the same what it used to be. All right, the next question is Beanie Babies or Tamagotchi. Beanie Babies for sure. I still have a bin of them, and I actually found them while I was cleaning, so I am going to bring them into my classroom. I was just waiting for, I don't know, just waiting for the right time. I might bring it back after spring break. But they are going to be so excited. They love stuff like that. But the little Beanie Babies are just so iconic. Let me know if you ever collected Beanie Babies. I was not one to think that they were going to, like, bring me money one day, but, like, they were a thing. I had a huge collection, like, way too big of a collection. Okay, the next question is Home Alone or The Parent Trap, and I love The Parent Trap, and that was, like, the best movie. And it's cool that I think SPC, they were the ones that just came out with a Parent Trap kit. I'm not going to get it because I'm not, like, a pop culture type of person, but it was, like, is nostalgic when I saw that she was releasing that. So fun. I love that movie. I would totally rewatch that in a heartbeat. And then the next question is also in the movie realm, and it's Lion King or Toy Story. And gonna go with Toy Story. Such a classic. So that is it for like the 90s, this or that. I am like a mid-90s baby, but I feel like I was exposed to a little bit more of it with having older siblings. But I know the like 2000s, that was my true era. I was still very young in the 90s. But yeah, that is it for my plan with me. I didn't have too much to pre-plan. But you can see that I did use these square boxes from the kit, and then I cut the big boxes to make my own square boxes because I really wanted every day for school to look at the same, like aesthetically. And I wanted more of the underlays to show. So yeah, I was trying to make those pop a little bit more because that's what happens. They get covered up quick. But look at just admire right now how beautiful they are before we skip to the end, because they just look so good, and I love the shine and everything. It's just perfection. And I love that I pulled in the blue bottom washi. I feel like that also helped bring in more of the blue. So let's skip to the end to see. All right, here is my finished result. Let me try to capture some of this foil. I'm not quite done with the week. As you can see, I have Sunday still left to fill in, but I want to film this recap to make sure I get it up in a timely manner, because Sundays are kind of like my batch YouTube prep day. But anyways, this week was a pretty average week. Had a lot of like random side business stuff going, which maybe I'll go into detail more another time. But we did get snow, and that was super unfortunate. We got like 2 inches of snow, and I'm like, no, it's almost April. Like, I understand rain, although I don't like it, but I understand it, but not snow. Yeah. And then we had a hangout with our friends on Saturday, and the people who hosted did like an adult Easter egg hunt, which was hilarious. Like every couple got a color, and then we had to search around their house for that color. And anyways, not trying to brag, but me and my husband, we won. And it was super fun. They're really brave because I would not want people looking that close at all my stuff in my house and like rummaging through, but it was a great idea, and they had a smaller space, so it wasn't like too much to clean and make sure everything was all orderly. And then we played like fishbowl and that game like Who Am I? So you put like a person on your forehead, or somebody else makes it. Anyways, it was super fun. It was like different games, like not board games, but like group games. And I haven't played those types of games in forever. So that was really fun. Anyways, that was really random and very specific about my Saturday plans, but that is the week. Hopefully you enjoyed this spread and this plan with me. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I don't think I mentioned this. I ended up, like, this looks kind of a little janky, but I ended up cutting up one of the extra full boxes and or underlays, and then like kind of made it like a sprinkle border. So that's what I did to just bring in just a little bit of blue holo down here at the bottom. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.